thrust back into the arms of those who cast her away to begin with.
It's your friendly neighborhood reviewer, Chris, with Platinum Reviews. Today I have the newest Platinum review for Marvel Midnight Suns on PlayStation 5. Now before we jump into the review, just to let you know, I don't normally bring these up in my reviews, but I am doing a giveaway of Marvel Midnight Suns right now, either on Xbox or PlayStation. Giveaway ends on December 30th. All you need to do is go onto my Twitter, it's at Platinum Reviews, and you can enter to win. Also, if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel and you post a screenshot, you get an extra entry. So 2 entries for the cost of 1? What? Good luck to everybody, and let's jump into the review. Now, if you are not sure what a Platinum review is, that is where I platinum the game, I get all the trophies, and then I review it. It's a more fuller review. I actually type everything out versus my regular reviews where I don't type everything beforehand. I just kind of speak about the game from the dome, from the head, you know, normal stuff. And then we review it. I also discuss the trophies and how to get the platinum, so it's a lot more in-depth than my regular reviews. So without further ado, I give you the review for Marvel Midnight Suns. Marvel Midnight Suns is the newest game from Firaxis, the people behind XCOM. Midnight Suns, however, plays completely different from XCOM, adapting a very unique card-based, turn-based RPG element. Now, this was a super interesting concept when I first saw this game. I thought it could either make or break this game. Before I go in depth with the gameplay, let's talk about the story first. Midnight Suns is a story arc adapted from the 1990s Midnight Suns comic book arc. I never read that arc in the comics, so I'm unsure how similar the stories are, but from what I've seen, it takes a lot of the same characters to form the Midnight Suns team. In the game, you get the likes of Blade, Magik, and Ghost Rider, to name a few. Anytime Blade or Ghost Rider are in a game, I'm pretty much sold. With the help of the Hunter, your created character, you are tasked with trying to stop the Midnight Suns prophecy and bring an end to Lilith's evil plan. I absolutely loved the story. It was well paced, interesting, and overall, an amazing, well-written journey. The voice cast only helped the game's story excel to greatness, with the likes of Michael Jai White voicing Blade and the original voice actor of Wolverine from the 1990s X-Men TV show voicing Wolverine again. Every time he said bub, my heart smiled. This is just to name a few of the incredible talent behind this game. Now, as you progress through the story and unlock new characters, you also gain the ability to build bonds with these characters. Upgrading your friendship unlocks perks that help when you are using that character in battle. Now, one thing I really wish the game would have incorporated are romance options. As I played, I had so many moments I was like, this is the perfect moment to put the moves on Magik. But sadly, I had no game. Because the game was like, no, we don't support that feature. I feel like everybody at some point in their life wants to try and hit on a superhero, and I wish Firaxis would have allowed this. I could recommend Midnight Suns on the story alone any day, but this alone isn't why I love this game so much. Gameplay, as I said earlier, adapts a card-based element to turn-based combat. You select your 3 heroes and edit their deck with different cards. These cards can either give you heroism or use heroism. Heroism is used for certain powerful cards or to interact with the environment. For example, you can have team-up attacks which may cost 4 heroism. With you only having 3 moves per turn, you use a card that gives you 2 heroism, but boosts all your hero attacks. 2 moves left, you use a card that gives you 2 more heroism and also lets you draw 2 more cards. Now that you have 1 move and 4 heroism, you unleash a powerful team-up attack that has Spider-Man and Captain Marvel completely wreck an enemy. This is just a brief example of the combat, which I will say works. It is a blast trying to figure out the perfect card decks to match the perfect team and to see your brilliant plan to destroy the enemies come with ease. Besides the story missions, you also have general missions, which award intel caches, artifacts, as well as other things. When you aren't doing missions, you have the Abbey to explore. The Abbey is a pretty decent sized home base. Not only can you research projects that give you different benefits depending on the research, big XCOM vibes there, but you can interact with different heroes, building bonds, go to the training grounds, or just explore the Abbey grounds. This is a side story within the game, which allows you to uncover the mysteries of the Abbey. Gameplay for Midnight Suns was super solid. However, I ran into many a glitch. This is alone what stopped this game from being my game of the year. From crashes, to doing an attack and the whole screen turning black, to sending a hero on an intel mission, and every time I tried to complete it, the game crashed. This then locked out the hero behind the intel mission and made it to where the hero was unusable. Side note, if this does happen to you, all you got to do is tap X really quick, or A on Xbox, and hope that it works to complete the mission. If it does not, the game will crash and you will have to try again. The amount of glitches that was in this game was very disappointing, and it really hindered this game from greatness. Now to touch base on the graphics and music really quick. Music was good, and well, it wasn't memorable or anything like that. It didn't cause me to hate my life, so that's a plus. Graphically, I didn't have any issues, minus the glitches I spoke of earlier. Everything was animated very well. I do feel like sometimes when I would talk to people around the Abbey, they would be looking the other way during the whole conversation, which kind of took away from some of the side moments in the game. But other than that, graphically, the game looks great, it looks solid, and I loved it. Marvel Midnight Suns is an amazing game. Even with all the glitches, I highly suggest the game, especially because the glitches are going to get patched. Hopefully. But it's a great game. I definitely suggest it. And DLC characters coming out are Mobius, Storm, Venom, and Deadpool. So you get some more characters, some more story missions, some more costumes. There's a lot of stuff coming to this game, and I'm super excited to see what the future holds for Marvel Midnight Suns. I would give Marvel Midnight Suns a 8.5 out of 10. Unfortunately, with all the glitches, it's just hard to give it higher than that. I really love this game though, and I highly suggest checking it out. Now, as for the Platinum, there's quite a bit of trophies. Let's go ahead and discuss those for a minute. Now, I do not believe there are any missable trophies. There is a New Game Plus, which I suggest using for one trophy, which we'll kind of discuss in a minute. As far as all the story trophies, play through the game, you'll unlock a few story trophies. I think there's four related trophies based to the story, so there's not a lot of story related trophies. There's also trophies for exploring the entire of the Abbey. Explore all the Abbey, earn all the words of powers, which are used to unlock new areas of the Abbey, stuff like that, and you're going to get a pretty good grip of trophies with that. Early on, I suggest petting Charlie. You have to pet Charlie 15 days in a row, which is your pet dog. You also have to pet Ebony on 4 different days. Ebony pops up at random places, and it's a cat, Agatha's cat. So you just find it around, pet it on 4 different days, and that'll get you a trophy as well. Also, attend all the Abbey Club meetings in a single campaign. Pretty easy to do. Anytime somebody messages you and says, hey, let's do a meeting, agree to it, and you'll get that. Complete daily sparring session with every hero. That's pretty easy. Once you unlock all the heroes, just make sure to do a daily sparring session. Pretty simple. Now, the hardest trophy would probably be Threat Eliminated. You have to survive 3 turns in the threat room with every hero. This is difficult depending on the level of your hero and the cards that you have. So you want to make sure to do this a little bit late game. Make sure you have great cards with every character and knock it out. I suggest doing them all back to back so you don't redo the same hero. Once you do the hero for that day, it grays them out and says that they've already completed it for that day. So just do them all at once towards the end, and it's going to help you out tremendously. The last 2 I want to discuss is there's one for collect 10 of every Regnant. Those are items that you collect along the Abbey grounds. those I would not use them at all until you collect the trophy. Just collect them, and then that way you can look and see, okay, I need more of this one, I need more of this one. So do not use them until you get the trophy, and then you can use them to craft whatever you want. Everything, you should be good. Now, the last trophy that I want to kind of discuss is reach maximum light or maximum dark balance. For this, you have a light and dark balance in the game. It doesn't really affect the story too much, but it gives you different powers and everything like that. I would suggest doing one for one playthrough. On the second playthrough, because you have to have 200 for the max score on light or dark. If you go to switch it during your playthrough, you're going to have to get 400 because you have to get back to the base level and then to 200 for dark or light, whichever the other one is. I would suggest doing this on New Game Plus. One, you can skip over all the things and just skip through everything. And two, you gain a lot more chances to gain dark or light balance. So I would suggest leaving that for New Game Plus. You should be good after that. The trophy is not too difficult for the platinum. Little time consuming, but overall not too bad. I would give the platinum a 3 out of 10. If you guys have any questions about the game or the review, let me know in the comments down below. If you have any questions about the trophies, also let me know and I'll try and help you out the best I can. This has been Chris with Platinum Reviews. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, keep getting those trophies. I'll catch y'all on the next review.
Gozer? Lilith.